guys, in this video, I will be showing you how to get 500 nights, like in the video I made the other day of me getting it. Now, it is a harder thing if you do not do this strategy I'm showing you in this video. Now, the strategy derives around messing up the AI of the deer and the cultist, so where they just completely lose all sense of everything and will no longer try to attack you. Now, it will take around 3 to 4 hours to do the whole thing. For me, it took 3 because I made everything nice and easy and made it so that the days were multiplied by like the max amount that wouldn't make the mission skewed. Now, first part, what you want to do on day 1 is get a regular bed and an old bed, which is 28 wood and a map and a fire level 3. All of this together will require some wood for the fire and some coal for the fire, just fuel for the fire. And it'll require 28 wood and 6 scrap. Now, you can use whatever class you want that allows you to survive the best. Personally, I use Lumberjack to make the collecting of the wood a lot quicker and easier. So, your friend can use whatever you want. You don't even need a friend, really. It helps slightly. It does make the cultist raids a little bit harder and the stronghold harder. But if you think it'd make you play better, then you should have a teammate help you. Now, your teammate should use support, medic, or whatever class worked best for them. Now, medic, support, and gambler are all good things because they can help loot you guys up faster, bring you back to life, or make you do more damage depending on your main class that you're using. If I go too fast in any of these parts, you can always slow it down to like 0.75 speed. You can do that by going in the settings button, going to speed, and then you can set it to whatever speed you want. Or you can just do any of the presets. Now, this does give me more views, technically. That's why I'm saying you can do it. It really is just to benefit you guys, because for those of you who have to go do something and want this tutorial to be fast, I'm making it fast, but for those of you who want a shorter tutorial, I get benefited both ways. Now, you should always try to save the first kid by day 1 or day 2. I'm normally leaning towards day 2 because that makes it to where you wouldn't have to worry about too much. Now, I only grabbed 2 pieces of scrap, and I already had enough to get the regular bed and the next crafting bench. Now, what I like to do personally is I push it into the crafting bench, and then I always push the old bed right next to it, the good bed right next to it, and the giant bed next to all of them. Now, after you collect enough wood and scrap to get yourself all of this, then what you should do after that is try to get a bunny foot for the next day. Now, it does take a while to collect the wood, but if you're using Lumberjack and you max it out, you can get up to 5 pieces of wood from 1 tree and up to 2 or 3 saplings from 1 tree. So, if you do have Lumberjack, but you don't want to do that much of a grind on day 1, you make a tree stack of 10 or 5, and it'll just slowly multiply, because since you're using Lumberjack, you have a chance of doubling or tripling the amount of saplings you get, meaning basically investing. Not really investing. I don't know why I said that. I was trying to sound cool. But after, you can do this during the night. It's okay. Sometimes you gotta cram it till the end. After you and your teammate collect enough wood to get your 2 beds, you should start killing rabbits until you eventually get your rabbit foot, which does take quite a while in some cases. My friend and cousin Phoenix is out in the lava biome looking for uh, chairs, scrap, which you can see he did get us a little bit of scrap right here. And we got an old bed and a regular bed before day 2, luckily for us. Now, if you are using Lumberjack class, if you end up getting a bunny foot, you should always get the good sack over the flashlight. The flashlight's always in a nearby lighthouse, like as you can see over here. It's right over here. Now, on day 2, or night 2, me and my cousin went to go take down the few wolves guarding the first kid. Now, feel free to bring back their pelts if you do get any, because again, that's just extra help. Always open up any chest in here, even basic chests. You might think that they're no use, but who knows? Maybe like in this video or in this part, my cousin didn't have a good sack yet, and I ended up getting him a good sack, and he also got a bandage. Now, as soon as possible, get the good bed in the next crafting bench. Make sure you get the good bed before you get the crock pot, though. Because if you get the crock pot before the good bed, then your days might not be as good. Now, after you have the good bed, then I'd recommend you take down the alpha wolves with your rifle. If you do end up getting a rifle. Now, if your friend is being chased by wolves, you can always hit them, and then the wolves will start chasing you instead. But if you just get by them, nothing will happen. So as you can see over here, my cousin was starting to get overrun, so I take down the wolf after him, and I end up getting the alpha wolf out of it, which might help me later in case I ever need a rifle, or if I need like a giant sack or anything you can get from an alpha wolf. Now with 2 people, it's really easy. Like, see, I shoot this wolf right here. One of them goes after me, one of them goes after my cousin. We both take down one. I do help him out a little bit right here. Because he isn't the best at PvP. I ended up getting 1 hit, but I luckily got the key, and I had 2 bandages on me in case I ended up dying. He could have just revived me. Now, if you are playing alone, always use bandages when you get low. No need risking your run just to save a few bandages. Now, it might help you, but is it guaranteed? No, it's really not. And see, this is why you need to get bandages. Now, after you grab the second kid, you should head back to your base, and by now you should normally do the Cultist Stronghold, which as you can see, it's in 2 times speed because it does take a while to finish. And I didn't want to keep you guys waiting for the whole entire hand down of the whole thing. So, we take down floor 1 rather easy. My cousin Phoenix was like the melee, and then I was more of the ranged attacker. While he would get them focused on him, I would get the ranged shooters, while he would get the melee guys, so that he wouldn't have to worry about being taken down by the shooter while he was taking down the melee guys. Now, my cousin was baiting him so that I wouldn't get shot while I was peeking out at the shooter. Now, in 2 shots, he's dead. Now, on the final floor, it's really easy. You just go like this and you just peek. You hit him with one of those, hit him with a headshot with a rifle, and hit him with a headshot with a revolver, and it should 2-shot them if you got a headshot with both of them. Now, you shouldn't have gone as low as I did, because we were playing this like really badly, not playing it safe whatsoever. For some reason, I still don't get why we did that. So now my cousin did give me a bandage since he was not taking him out because he was also low. Because I didn't want to waste the med kit. Now, take down the last guy. Or no, there's another wave. But take down this wave, and we get what we came here for. Some extra scrap. Most important, a ruby chest, which you can get like a thorn body or a shotgun from it. But the best thing, in my opinion, you can get from it would have to be the thorn body for this, or the tactical shotgun. Anything else would work. But after you take that down, that should give you enough cultist gems to upgrade the crafting bench and get you a giant bed. Now, after you get that giant bed, it's down to the final multiplier you need, which is the third kid. And if you end up getting fire level 6 and a shotgun, you can do the fourth kid, which is pretty hard because it's 5 or 6 bears, which is quite hard. And you can see I'm going for the best strat for taking down kid 3 or 4, which is just shooting from above on the ledge of the den, or whatever you want to call this thing. Now, took down the first bear and ended up getting a bear pelt, which can get you a strong axe, can get you a leather body, or can get you a giant sack. So it's a win, win, or a win. And if you have all 3, you give the bear pelt to your friend, and if they don't have all 3, they can get one of them. Now, of that, I'd recommend either getting the strong axe or the giant sack. Now, the giant sack isn't as crucial as the strong axe for this, because the strong axe will allow you to chop down big trees. Now, right here you can see I'm going to get the shotgun, which I ended up dying in this run because we ended up going to the bear territory and we were fooling around and we ended up dying because we were like jumping on the bear's heads because for some reason something happened, and all of a sudden it turned out I was lagging, which that's why it wasn't hurting me and I was just dead. My cousin was too. Now, so that's why this is a different run, but I'll show you the laydown of the base. Now, after you get around 108 wood, or 110, or 118 or 123, around that, so you can get the crock pot, 6 garden plots, 4 log walls, and 2 wood rain storages. Now you place down your 6 crock pots all on top of each other. Then you pull out your log, or not your log wall, pull out your wood rain storage, place it down in the middle, just so that it's like, just so that you can touch it, like as far as you can go. And then you now add this other wood rain storage. But you make sure that you have a big enough gap so you can get in, but you don't want to make it too big so that the log wall won't cover the whole thing. Now, if you're wondering why you need log wall 4 of them, not just 2 for the 2 places that the cultists can get in, it's because cultist AI won't quite break and the shooters can shoot you through the small holes unless you cover up every single edge of this. Now, you place down your final log walls, and it breaks the Hungry Deer's AI too, so he just doesn't spawn anymore. Now, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon too. If we can get this to 1,000 views, I'll start making more tutorial content, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace.